For Christmas, I am making whole grain Gingersnap Muffins. The reason I came up with this recipe is I was really hungry for some Gingersnap cookies, but I wanted something healthy, so I came up with a whole food, plant-based Gingersnap muffin recipe with no eggs and no oils. First, we're going to start with 4 cups of whole grain, hard red spring wheat flour. I'm grinding my grain on the Country Living grain mill. The grain I'm grinding today is hard red spring wheat, which I purchased from Country Life Natural Foods or Azure Standard. You can adjust the coarseness of the flour to your liking. Measure out your 4 cups. Now this is hard red spring wheat that I've purchased either from Country Life Natural Foods or Azure Standard. I really like grinding my own flour. We're starting with the dry ingredients, so there's the 4 cups of whole grain flour. You could try any whole grain flour that you wanted. This happens to be the hard red spring wheat. I've also cooked with Cuisinart, Spelt. Those are some other great ones. Next, we're going to be using some pure cane sugar. Ideally, I wouldn't use any added sugar in my cooking, but this is Christmas and a treat is fun every now and then. So I'm going to be doing 3/4 cup of the sugar. This is the pure cane sugar that I'll be using. You can try using less if you'd like. Next, I have the baking soda and the baking powder. I can go ahead and add that. I'm using Rumford aluminum-free baking powder. And the fun part is all of the spices here. So we have ginger, nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, and cloves. So this is what I was really craving, was this blend of spices. Lots of flavor. So we want to go ahead and stir up the dry ingredients. For preparing the wet ingredients, we do need to make 2 flax eggs. So a flax egg is just a substitute for an actual chicken egg, and 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed plus 3 tablespoons of water will equal 1 flax egg. So for this recipe, I need 2 tablespoons of ground flax, which I have here, and I'm going to be adding 6 tablespoons of water to that mixture right here. So you're going to go ahead and give this a good whisk to blend that up. And we'll want to let this sit for just a couple of minutes so it kind of thickens. You can also use chia seeds if you don't have any ground flaxseed. I really like to buy my flaxseed in bulk. I buy it in 25-pound bags whole, and then I just grind it with my Cuisinart coffee grinder. And then I have some freshly ground flaxseed. Today I use the brown flaxseed. You can also get golden flaxseed. So this is nice and high in those omega-3 fatty acids. So we're going to let that sit until it kind of gets gelatinous and a little bit thicker. So that's used as an egg replacement. We're also going to be doing 1 cup of blackstrap molasses. I really like the blackstrap as opposed to the regular molasses. We'll be adding 1 cup of applesauce. Now I'm using homemade applesauce. If you'd like to learn how to make homemade applesauce, I have a video on that. I'll add that in the description. So another note with the homemade applesauce is that it is a lot thicker. Store-bought applesauce tends to be really watery and runny. And so this is going to be quite a bit thicker and have less moisture. So sometimes when you're cooking with that, you need to adjust the moisture content based on that. Also, I feel like the homemade applesauce may be a little bit sweeter or possibly more tart depending on the variety of apple that you use. Okay, so the dry ingredients look nice and blended. Let's go ahead and add the 1 cup of applesauce. Next, 1 cup of the blackstrap molasses. This is going to add a lot of flavor to the recipe and a lot of sweetness as well. So if it's possible, do try to get the blackstrap molasses specifically. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of water. We're going to let that sit just a little longer, so we're going to start stirring this up. It already smells so good. The cloves are so strong. I can smell those cloves. Smells so good. If you have a KitchenAid or some kind of a stand mixer, you could obviously use that. But I'm kind of old-fashioned, so I'm just doing everything by hand. So obviously the blackstrap molasses will turn the dough really dark. I like using blackstrap molasses for bread making as well as the sweetener. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add the 2 flax eggs to this mixture. But you can see how nice and dark that looks. If you could smell the spices right now, it smells so good. So next we're ready to go ahead and fill the muffin trays. So I will go ahead and do that next. So I do have some prepared muffin trays right here. These are ceramic. I don't like to use Teflon. So go ahead and fill these. Okay, so you can see here that it just barely made 23 muffins. So we're going to go ahead and throw these in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes, and then we'll check on them. After 25 minutes, the muffins are ready to come out of the oven. 25 minutes was accurate for me. You may need to adjust the time based on your oven. These look and smell great. Back in the 80s, I remember my grandma making a molasses cookie with a white icing on top of it. I'm really glad that I was able to recreate that flavor, but just in an updated, healthier version of a muffin. Let's go ahead and let this cool for a few minutes and we'll take a look at them. So here's the finished muffins. You can see what they look like up close. I hope that you give this recipe a try. Leave a comment below if you like them, and Merry Christmas.